Hi guys, I hope you're all having a fabulous day. Let's talk handbag wish list, shall we? Today I wanted to share my handbag goals, bags that I'm hoping to add to my collection at some point in time, and the reasons behind them. So I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so let's kick off this video with the bag that I think I have been talking your ear off for the last couple of months, so of course it won't be a surprise. And I am talking about the Dior book tote in the size small in the beautiful burgundy. Now, when this bag first launched, I was immediately hooked. After all, it is a tote, and you know me, I am a major tote girl. I also like the fact that it is so incredibly spacious. I love the fact that you have different patterns to choose from as well. Of course, the oblique burgundy is the one that speaks to me the most. So I was a big fan. And then they introduced it in the small size, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. I became full on obsessed to the full extent of the word. And I know that might sound a little intense, but that's honestly the best way that I can put it. I feel like it's been a while since I've kind of felt like this about a handbag, like this type of intensity. But anyways, so when they introduced it in the small, I thought it was perfect because even though I can appreciate the original size, I did find it a little overwhelming on my body frame, and I felt that with a smaller size, it's perfect for everyday use. I feel like it's a little bit more manageable, whereas the larger one I think would be perfect for travel. Not saying that you can't use it in other aspects of your life, because obviously you can, and it's very versatile, but just for me personally, I would view that more as a travel bag, whereas a small one, I view it more as an everyday bag. But I mean, I love it. It keeps its structure. I don't have to worry that it's going to turn into this, it's going to flop over if I go to set it down on a table or on a chair or anything like that. Now, I know, okay, I know some people aren't a fan. Some people consider this to be an overpriced grocery bag. That's how some people put it. Are they completely wrong? No. I can definitely see where they're coming from, because this bag is 99.9% fabric, and it doesn't have like pockets for organization or anything like that. But even with that said, I am still obsessed. I am still obsessed. So if I were to add this bag to my collection, I would definitely end up going for a purse organizer, just because I think it would make it a little bit easier to find your items instead of just throwing them into this pit of a bag, if you will. But I'm a big fan, and I've had great success with fabric bags thus far, such as my Chanel Deauvilles and the Fendi Mama Baguette, so I'm hoping that this is going to wear along the same lines. But I am I am a big fan, and that burgundy, I think it is just incredibly beautiful. So I mean, I don't know. It's one of those bags that my heart is absolutely singing for it. And every time I see it, regardless of the color that I see it in, my heart flutters, my eyes start to drool, and I don't know. I don't know. But I think it is a beautiful bag. All right, moving on to another bag that I've also talked about within the last couple of weeks. This beauty, I just think it is insanely gorgeous, and I am talking about the Celine box bag in the size medium. What can I say about this bag? I love how simple it is. It is so incredibly understated. I love the sleek, clean lines that it has, and it's also very functional because it does come with an adjustable strap, which I think is great. That way you're not stuck with the whole one size fits all. I also like the fact that this bag has different compartments, so you just don't have one open space, so that way it's a little bit easier to organize your items and be able to get to what you need to at a moment's notice. So I think that's great. The color that I've been thinking about going for in this bag is actually either a burgundy or a red, no surprise there, and the other one is camel. They have this beautiful camel, and I think that with a gold tone hardware, or the gold hardware, that it really ends up complementing that color very nicely. It's a very beautiful marriage of colors in my opinion. opinion. You know, but I just think it is so incredibly beautiful. And I remember talking about it a couple of weeks ago on Minks Monday, and I asked you guys, for those of you that have the Celine box bag, how do you find it? You know, is there something that you're not a fan of? And for the most part, everyone was like, it's a great bag. I've had it for X amount of time and it's been wearing fabulously. I haven't had any issues or anything like that. So I think that's great as well. Now this bag, I would definitely end up going on the pre-loved market, only because it really doesn't end up holding its resale value as well. And on the pre-loved market, I can end up finding them for like 50% off of retail. I've seen some for like 60% off of retail. Of course, it depends on the quality, on the condition, you know. But I think going for this one on the pre-loved market would definitely end up working out the best. But whether it's that camel color, that beautiful burgundy, or a red, or I mean the black, they have this beautiful white as well. I just feel like the colors that they have chosen for this bag, there's so many to choose from. I think that they all look stunning with that gold hardware. So the Celine box bag for sure. All right, moving on to some Fendi. This next bag, I originally thought that I wanted to go for it in the medium size, but after I have tried it on and kind of played around with it a little bit more, I definitely want to go for the mini. And I am talking about the Fendi Peekaboo. Originally, I wasn't the biggest fan of this bag, and it definitely ended up growing on me. And I really like the silhouette that this has. I like the fact that you have different compartments, and it also comes with a strap, so it makes it a little bit more versatile, and you're not stuck, you know, with just this one way of being able to wear a handbag or anything like that. I thought about going for either the black, but then I saw the red, and the red, I was just like, oh man, oh man, kind of like what I talked about earlier on the video. Like there's something about the color red that I am just automatically drawn to, and I always end up beelining it for any red bag, regardless, you know? And I've had my ups and downs when it comes to red bags in the past, but I've noticed that throughout the years, I've started to incorporate a lot more color into my collection, and I don't feel as nervous. I don't get as, oh my gosh, what if I don't use it type of thing when it comes to colored handbags anymore. But anywho, I digress. But the red, I think, is beautiful, because I think that with the gold hardware, it looks beautiful. And of course, the black with the gold hardware is definitely one of my favorite combinations. But I really like the mini bag. Like I said, I got a chance to go into the boutique and try it on. I put my items inside, and I just felt that it was very, very comfortable. The Fendi Peekaboo in the mini size. All right, moving on to a bag that I have had on my wish list many of times. I have taken it off of my list many times, more times than I care to count. And I am talking about the Lady Dior. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with this bag, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I do think it is insanely, insanely beautiful. Now with this bag, I have been dead set on going for it in the black lambskin with the silver hardware. Now, even though you guys just heard me talk about the black and gold has always been one of my go-to combos when it comes to handbags. I absolutely love that combination, but when it comes to the Lady Dior, I really like it in the silver, because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like with silver hardware, yes, it's very easy to dress up and dress down, but between gold and silver, I feel that silver is just a tad more casual. And seeing as how I am a very casual dresser, I feel that I would be able to incorporate it a lot easier into my wardrobe, you know? Originally, I wanted to go for this bag in the size small. I really like the small. I thought it would end up working out for my body frame nicely. But after much consideration, I am definitely thinking about going for this bag in the size medium. I love the medium. I like the fact that it's not too big, it's not too small, and I really feel that it would end up working out for my lifestyle the best. You know, plus I have other smaller handbags, and I kind of want to, you know, I kind of want to be able to incorporate other sizes into my collection, says the girl that just talked about the Fendi Mini. I know. I feel like I'm all over the place, all right? But anyways, I really, really like it in the medium size. And, you know, while we're on this subject, there is another Lady Dior that has caught my attention that I think is just, oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. Let's talk about it for a second. I am talking about the Lady Dior in the ultra matte black. Oh my God, this bag is just, I mean, I am a sucker for anything when it comes to So Black. I think So Black collections or blacked out collections are just beautiful. The only thing that I worry about is because of how matte it is and because of the hardware being matte, I wonder if you're gonna be able to see like fingerprints easily. Of course, it's not gonna be like, you know, like patent leather or anything like that, but I wonder what if I have, I don't know, what if I get makeup on my hands and then I go to touch the bag and then you see like, you see my fingerprints? I don't know, you know what I mean? Like what if that ends up happening? But I've seen so many different articles where people that have the ultra matte and they're like, it's been wearing fabulously. I haven't had any issues with the chipping hardware or anything like that. You know, it's just, it's a stunning bag. But if I were to go for the black lambskin with the silver hardware, I would definitely end up going on the pre-loved market for the Lady Dior. Again, because it doesn't, it depends, because sometimes you see some on the pre-loved market that are a little bit closer to retail, but then again, you're able to find some others on the pre-loved market that are in incredible condition, in excellent condition, and you can have anywhere from a $2,000 savings, you know, on up, which I think is great as well. But again, it depends on the condition. So the Lady Dior, I appreciate the structure that it has. I appreciate the history that it has. I love how they incorporated that beautiful jewelry that's kind of hung from the handles, and just the overall craftsmanship that this bag has. I think it is absolutely incredible. You know, so for now, the Lady Dior is a little bit higher up on my wish list. I can't tell you how long it'll be there because, like I said before, I do have a love-hate relationship. But now that I've kind of set my sights on the medium, I think it's definitely here to stay. All right, let's move on to a brand that you guys have heard me talk about before, and that is Mark Cross. Mark Cross is an American luxury fashion house that's been around for a very long time, and I fell in love with the leather overnight case. So for those of you that don't know, I am a die-hard Alfred Hitchcock fan. I have every single one of his movies, and he made a movie called Rear Window, which starred James Stewart and Grace Kelly. Now, Grace Kelly had this bag in the movie. I immediately fell in love with it. To me, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. My favorite director, and then, of course, my love for handbags, and this leather overnight case is beautiful. Over the years, they have made it into a smaller size so that way you can use it as a handbag. But I gotta be honest with you, I would definitely use this case as a regular everyday bag. The craftsmanship that it has is just insane, you know, and the fact that you can essentially buy a replica of what they made for that movie just makes me super, super giddy. I love the way that it looks, you know, and again, it just takes me back to when I first saw Rear Window when I was, you know, when I was a kid. Or when I was younger, I should say. But yeah, I just think that it is so, so beautiful. The only reason, I mean, this bag has been on my wish list for years. The only reason why I haven't pulled the trigger on it is because I haven't seen it in real life. I haven't seen this exact one in real life. I've seen the smaller ones. I've seen other textures. But until I have it in my hot little hands, you know, I want to be able to hold it and then maybe move forward from there, because I can order it online, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's not the same. Like, I appreciate e-commerce, but at the same time, I want to be able to hold the bag and kind of make my decision there instead of having to go through the whole process of having to return it. You know what I mean? If it doesn't work out. But anyways, that's something completely different. But I think it is so, so beautiful. And I will never forget the day that I first saw it, and the fact that I have an opportunity to possibly have the same bag, you know, sometime in my future. I think that's incredible. Moving on to my first love, my gateway, yes, Coach. So in the past, you guys have heard me talking about wanting to add another Coach bag into my collection. I have a few that I've held on to over the last 20 years. You know, I've been wanting to add another bag to my collection. You guys have heard me talk about possibly going for the Parker or going for the Tabby, the smaller one. Well, I'm here to tell you, I am officially set on the Tabby Shoulder Bag. I think this bag is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. To me, it reminds me of old school Coach, which, like I said before, it's my first love. It's my gateway, you know, and I really, really like the silhouette this has. I thought about going for the smaller one, as you guys heard me talking about previously, but I like the larger one because, again, I think that it ends up working out for my lifestyle a little bit better. I love the fact that this comes with a detachable shoulder strap that you can end up using as well, so that way you can incorporate it various ways into your lifestyle. I love the organization that it has. It's simple, but it still has, it doesn't have a whole lot of bells and whistles, but I feel like it has just the right amount of organization and just the right amount of details, you know what I mean? They have a few different colors to choose from, but I really want to go for this bag in either gray or white. I think it would make for a beautiful combination with that hardware. I haven't seen either of those two colors available for this bag. I could be completely wrong. If you guys know otherwise, please let me know in the comment section down below. But I think that this bag is beautiful. Plus it has a phenomenal price point, you know, so I am all about the Coach Tabby Shoulder Bag. All right, so moving on to another Fendi. I have also talked about this within the last couple of weeks, and I am talking about the Fendi FF Tote in the size small. So this bag is newer to my wish list. It's available in a couple different colors, and I really like the simplicity. I like the size as well. It's not too overwhelming. It's something that I feel that I can manage very easily on the day-to-day. But I also like the fact that this bag comes with an adjustable, removable strap, so that way, again, you have options on how you can end up carrying it. But the leather looks absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan of this beautiful Fendi tote. Now for a little Chanel. So I legitimately thought that I was done with Chanel. I was like, okay, I have the bags that I want from this fashion house. You know, nothing else is really catching my eye, although that's a major lie because I can't lie to my heart. You know what I mean? I can't lie to it because I see bags and I'm like, oh man, that's beautiful, but I still keep my distance, right? So I was like, okay, I'm good, no more Chanel. But this next bag, I have appreciated it from afar for a while, and you know, it made its way onto the list. And I am talking about the Trendy CC in the size small. Trust me, I have tried to deny this bag for so long. I'm like, no, it's beautiful, but I'm gonna keep my distance. And it's just insanely beautiful. I love the structure. I love the silhouette. I love the fact that you have compartments, you know, and at first I thought about maybe going for the larger one, but then I tried on the small and I really liked the way that it ended up working out on my body frame. But I think that this bag is just insanely beautiful. And even though I do appreciate it in the quilted version, I have seen so many different colors available in the quilted version, I'd really like to go for this in the chevron detail, just because I wanted to switch it up from the other Chanel bags that I have within my collection. But I think it's beautiful. Can you imagine if they made this in the So Black? Have they made this in the So Black? I don't think so. But if they did, oh man, that would be absolutely insane. Or if they did like a matte version of it, oh man, that would be absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So I don't even know if that exists. Why am I getting excited about something that I haven't even seen? Anyways, I digress. But the Trendy CC, I think it is just absolutely beautiful. I know that they have like the trendy walk, and they have other accessories, but when it comes to the Trendy CC in itself, I just love the structure. I love the silhouette, and it's a beautiful bag. So, you know, what can I say? It made its way onto the wish list, and I really was just like, stay away, and I just couldn't deny it anymore, all right? I couldn't deny it. Now for the last part of this video, I wanted to incorporate some maybes and just kind of give you my thought process on them. So the first one is the Louis Vuitton Noé BB in the Demi Azur. So the reason why it's a maybe is because, as many of you know, I recently added the Louis Vuitton Petite Noé in Multicolor Blanc to my collection, which, by the way, I have been enjoying. And I have to say a huge thank you to so many of you guys for letting me know these fabulous suggestions of how I can alter it to make it a lot easier. So far, I haven't had to do anything. So far, I have been enjoying it that way. But again, a huge thank you. Now, should that drawstring end up driving me nuts, even after I alter it or what have you, then obviously the Noé BB maybe, you know, would have to come off the list, you know, so it would have to go out with a petite noe. So far, like I said, I have been enjoying it, and so much so that I was like, ooh, I would really love to go for this in the Noe BB. It is a little bit smaller. Plus in the Demi Azur, can you imagine with this beautiful, beautiful patina? I think it would look absolutely stunning together, you know? So yeah, after getting that one and being able to really enjoy it, I decided to add this one into my maybe list, you know, because should I end up falling out of love with a petite Noe, then this one has no chance on the list. Let's be honest, you know what I mean? All right, now for the last one. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it because I feel like so many of you are gonna be like, who are you? Who are you? Okay, so historically, this style of handbag has never worked out for me, ever. I go for it, I end up selling it. I go for it again with a different fashion house, I end up selling it. It's like, when are you gonna get it through your skull that it doesn't end up working out for you? But I feel like it's one of those things that even though I know it doesn't work out for me, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm still just like, oh, maybe I wanna add it to my collection. Like, think, Minnie, think. Okay, so anyways, so the other bag that is in my maybe list is the beautiful Bottega Veneta medium leather Hobo. So like I said, hobos and I, we don't mix. We don't mix, you know, they don't end up working out for my lifestyle, but I think that this hobo is just incredibly beautiful. The craftsmanship that it has, the leather that Bottega Veneta uses for this bag, and so many of the other handbags that they have within their collection, it is just so incredibly soft. It is so incredibly beautiful, you know, and I really like this bag. They have a few different colors to choose from. Actually, they have a lot of different colors to choose from, but I personally like this in either the espresso that they have. The espresso is more like the camel from the Celine box bag, and they also have, I forget the name of it, but it is a very dark brown. I think with either of those two browns, I think it would look beautiful in this bag. But there's just something about it, you know, and this is a bag that I would definitely end up going on the pre-loved market for, just because on the pre-loved market, you can get some incredible savings on it because it does retail for $2,300-ish if I'm not mistaken. And on the pre-loved market, you can find some for like $900 or $1,000. And even though it is on my maybe list and I have been doing quite a bit of research, I don't know if this is a bag that I like in the moment and then maybe in a couple months time or in a year's time, I'm like, you know what, I'm over it type of thing. So that's another reason why I wouldn't want to go, I wouldn't want to go brand new. I'd rather go pre-loved and have those savings just in case I'm just like, you know what, I'm over this bag. But it is just so beautiful, you know, and it's like I said before, I can't deny a good hobo. I'm always like, oh man, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then I always end up selling them, you know? So that's another reason why I want to go pre-loved, because just my history with this type of silhouette just, it doesn't end up working out for me, but I definitely appreciate it. All right, you guys, so that does it for my handbag wish list, my handbag goals 2020. I don't know about you, but I feel like I have definitely branched out quite a bit. I feel like I have really gone out of my comfort zone within the last couple of years, and it's been pretty great. It's been pretty great because, you know, there's so many bags, there's so many colors that I didn't think that I would ever want to add to my collection, you know, and as the years go by, I just have a new appreciation for different things. But yeah, so let me know if any of these surprised you. And if you guys have any of these handbags within your collection, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you love them? Do you recommend them? Give us some information. The more information that's out there, the better. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys later. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.